friends, we now come to the second incentive of process control, and this is about product specifications. So as such, we'll be talking about process control and product specifications. Friends, let us take one example of sulfuric acid. As I was browsing through, I found that 98% sulfuric acid with the category pure is available at the rate of 4.8 rupees per kilogram. 98% pure, the rate is 4.8 rupees per kilogram. Now, what if the purity level increases from 98% to 99%, that is just by 1%. These are the representative figures. And you can see for 99% sulfuric acid, which is called AR or analytical reagent grade, the rate is rupees 40 per kilogram. We see the grade standard has changed from pure to reagent. The purity level has changed from 98% to 99%. It's again used for application, is in the industrial use, but the price has gone up for around, you can say, 10 times, from 4.8 rupees per kilogram to 40 rupees per kilogram. The idea of giving you this representative example is just to convey one point, and that is that as your specifications of the product become better and better, you fetch more price in the market. So in case you are making sulfuric acid and it is supposed to be 99% pure, you will be able to sell it at 40 rupees. In case the specifications fall down, you are not meeting with the specifications of 99% and you end up, for some reason, for lack of proper control in the process primarily, the percentage of purity goes down to, let us say, 98%, and what you get is next to nothing in this case. So what we see is that specifications play a very important role for any process plant which is able to ultimately sustain itself economically also, if it is able to comply with the required product specifications in terms of quality and also in terms of quantity. And I will give you another example in the next slide. So what you see over here is starch. Starch is nothing but a long chain of glucose molecules. As you can see, this chain is there, and this is called starch, the number of glucose molecules. So what we have to do is that we have to take this starch as the input of any plant which is going to make a shorter chain because this is a very long chain. We want shorter chain, and how the chain becomes shorter and shorter, the product becomes purer and purer, and how the value addition takes place. This starch, as you can see, is available for a maximum of 40 rupees per kg. Again, there are variants of starch. You have corn starch, you have potato starch, you have tapioca starch. It's a topic in itself. We're not going to discuss that, but just to give you an idea that the overall price is of this range, approximately 40 rupees per kg, and we are going to apply some process in the controlled conditions, in the controlled process, and to break this long chain of starch into smaller parts. What we do is that instead of having a long chain, we got a shorter chain. Instead of having large number of molecules, we have the molecules chain of the glucose are basically, they can be anything from 2 molecules to 20 molecules. So it's a mixture, and it's a maltodextrin. So some small particles may be having 2 molecules of glucose, some may be having 3, 4, 5, 10, 20, up to 20. So this is called maltodextrin. It's a very yummy kind of sugar. It's used in many different products, and you can see that a good quality maltodextrin, can fetch up to 200 rupees per kg. So from 40 rupees, it has gone up to 200 rupees. And what we do now is we confine that here the number of molecules can be anything between 2 to 20. We restrict it only to two molecules forming just two molecules of glucose, and they're forming a bigger molecule. So what is that called, where it is that used, and what is the price that it fetches in the market if it is in the purest form? Let's see in the next slide. It is, we call it as maltose. We have two molecules of glucose, so these two molecules are joined together and this entire thing is called maltose. And the analytical reagent maltose, that is the purest form of maltose, just hold your breath. If you want to buy it in from any good supplier, it is available at the rate of 2400 rupees per kg. So you can see 40 rupees, 200 rupees, 2400 rupees per kg. That's how the specifications, it's the same starch which is broken into smaller parts and ultimately into the parts which having only two molecules, and the purity level is very high. It's analytical reagent maltose. It's used for checking the quality of maltose. As such, it's available for 2400 rupees per kg. So as you can see, the whole game is about the product specifications. The product specifications are met with, and you are able to make the product of the highest purity. If that is the aim, then you will end up getting a very good price. Otherwise, the price will go down and you're not able to sustain yourself. So products should comply with the specifications, and that's possible only when the entire process is controlled properly. So this is the significance of process control. This is the incentive for going in for process control. Why do we want to go in for process control? Yes, we had seen in the previous session, it is because of safety. Yes, now we have seen in this session, it is to comply with the proper product specifications. So friends, it's very important to know that we have a controlled process to have good specifications complied with as required for the given product. Let's take another example where we have a plant and it is supposed to produce a desired amount of ethylene. The amount of ethylene required is at the rate of 2 million pounds per day, and the purity should be 99.5%. So this is the requirement. So we have to have a control system which will ensure that, number one, that production level is met with. That is, we are able to make 2 million pounds per day. And also along with the quantity, the quality, that is the purity of the specification, that is we want 99.5%. It has to be 99.5% clean. Only then we will be able to sell it at the required price. If it is 98%, if it is 95%, we will not get the price. We have seen so many different examples in the previous slides also. So it is absolutely essential that we do attain the target both in terms of quantity as well as in terms of quality to make our plant sustainable. So this, my friends, was the significance of product specifications and a very important role as an instrumentation and control engineer to know why we have to have a good process control to meet with these specifications. Friends, in case you have any queries, you have any doubts, you want to share something with me, you can share it over different platforms. We have Zoom, we have WhatsApp, we have face-to-face interaction perhaps. And I hope you all have enjoyed learning over here. I thank you and wish you a very safe stay. Bye-bye. So what you see over here is starch. Starch is nothing